Hi Pisces, how are you? Welcome back. Yes, I am back after such a long absence. I'm so sorry. To cut a very long story short, the end of 2018 was a crazy year. Opportunities came, I took some up, walked away from some, and it was all for my greatest higher good because I had one project that I really had to finish, and I've done it now, so I can be back and be a little bit more consistent on the channel and give you your astrology and tarot readings each month. I'm back to doing the personal readings as well, and I've been inspired by angel numbers 1111 and 2222. So one question is €11, 11 cents, and two questions, €22 and 22 cents. All the details are below in the description box. So while I was thinking about the star signs, and who I should start with first, I was really pulled to Pisces, and I couldn't really understand why I was thinking I need to start with you in the zodiac rather than the others, or rather from Aries or from the very beginning. I'll start right at the end. And I checked the calendar, and sure enough, on the 6th we've got a new moon in Pisces, so that explains it. So step into your personal power. You'll have a full moon for full moon energy for like the full week, from about the 5th or 6th of March, depending where you are in the world. And what's really good about this new moon, when I pulled the chart for that day, is it's happening in the 10th house, which is the house of career, ambition, how we put ourselves out to the world, and also the house of parents. It's basically how we express ourselves and how we go after things in life. And what's even more amazing is that your ruling planet, your modern ruler, not your traditional ruler, but your modern ruler in astrology, will be in that house, conjunct and working with the new moon energy. How fantastic is that? So your planet, Neptune, is the planet of hopes and dreams, wishes and illusions. So it's a great planet to have in the 10th house, the house of career and ambition. But that said, as always, where the new moon falls and where Neptune will be for all of us will be different. So you need to check your chart, your birth chart, and see where Pisces rules. Check the edge of the chart, see where you see the Pisces sign, and that's where the new moon will be. So have a wonderful new moon and step into your personal power, Pisces. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's on the cards for you. Okay, Spirit, want to tap into the energy of Pisces. If there is a message for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Whoop, your cards are just falling everywhere. Get them too many to read. There's a message for anyone born. Oh, we'll take that one. Okay, so the Emperor's just flipped out for you. Card of stability for me, Emperor. Major Arcana card. He's also the number 4. 4 is the number of stability. The Emperor likes control. He likes organisation, he likes stability, and it doesn't matter whether you're a female watching this, because we're keeping it general, and it's basically down to the energies. This is a card of being in control, and being very organised, and being very stable in whatever it is that you're trying to achieve at the moment. Now that said, it does depend if it comes out again in your main spread as to how it would read, whether it would be you being in control or someone being in control of you. But generally, that is the energy of control. Okay, so first card will be Pisces. Oh, what we got here? Okay, King of Wands, confidence, ambitions. Very business related card for me as well. The difference between the King and the Queen for me is that the Queen is like, she goes after what she wants. Very confident energy, goes after what she wants in life. The King already has it, and he's more of a leader. So I'm feeling like for some of you, you could be gaining some control over some kind of situation in your life with the Emperor falling out, and possibly even to do with your career, or just being in a place where you know where you're going, because the King of Wands is all about leadership. So someone needed to hear that, we'll see. Second card will be the Theme for Pisces. Third card will be the Past. Oh, look at that, the Star card. Okay, so this has just jumped out for you as well. So the Star card is, first of all, it's the card for Aquarius. Okay, but taking away the astrology from it, this is the card of hope, faith, keeping hope, keeping faith, and knowing that things will, be okay. It's about following the star and having that star of hope. So that is getting very, very positive messages, Pisces. Okay, third card will be the recent past. Okay, we've got too many here. Fourth card will be the present, and the fifth card and sixth card will be the advice and guidance. Too many. Star card again. There's a message for Pisces. Okay, what's that one? And there you are. There's your energy, the King of Cups. So this is water energy here. Doesn't matter whether you're female, but this King of Cups would represent all the water signs, so Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The King of Cups is someone very, very emotionally mature. Or it's an energy of being very, very emotionally mature. But the thing with the King of Cups is, although they know what they want, whether you're male or female, the King of Cups can be quite reserved with his feelings. Even though he knows what he wants, he might not always say it. And I say he, this could be a she. He could be a she who's watching it. But the energy of him is, being, very, very established with your emotions, being very, very mature with them, but sometimes being a little bit reserved. Okay, way too many here. Gonna give them a good old shuffle for you, Pisces. Okay, let's get your main message. Let's see what's going on. Okay, what does Pisces need to know? Still really drawn here, Pisces, so we're going to go to the middle. And your bottom of deck energy from your main reading is the card of expectation, the Three of Wands. Okay, so 3 is a number of expansion. First thing to say, the Three of Wands is very much about the ships coming in. What have you done lately, or what have you done with the Ace of Wands and the Two of Wands, the Ace being the opportunity and the Two being like the planning stage. What have you done in the recent past for you to reap what you've sown? Okay, so this is about expectation. So let's see. Okay, we've got the Devil card. Dun dun dun. It's card for Capricorn, 7 of Wands, 5 of Swords. In the past there, we've got the Justice card in reverse, the World card in reverse, and your energy there with the Page of Cups. This is interesting because these two are reversed. Right, let's see. It feels very much, first thing I'm going to say, the energy that I'm picking up is that some of you have definitely been maybe in a position of defense from this main reading, maybe even defending yourself against a Capricorn, or if not a Capricorn, defending yourself against something that has kept you oppressed. And maybe you've been trying to break free from it in the recent past, so there's been some kind of conflict or battle to try and get free from whatever this devil represents for you, the situation, person, place, or thing that has held you down, kept you repressed, or that has been quite toxic for you. It looks as though there's been some struggle looking at the situation in the recent past. And I say that because your theme is the Seven of Wands. Now, this card for me, 7 is the number of potential of success. And the Seven of Wands is like a double-edged sword for me, because it can indicate being in a position of success or potential for success, or it can indicate having to defend yourself to be successful. As you can see, there's a guy here with one rod or one wand, and he's got the rest of them in the ground, and it's kind of like he's in a position of defense. These cards have got gold laminated on them, so I know they reflect the light, guys. I'm hoping that you can see them clearly. But yeah, he's clearly, in a position where he's in defense, and I'm saying that it feels very much like this is a situation of defense rather than potential for success because of the Devil card that's with it. This is the toxic energy, whatever's been holding you down or keeping you repressed, or feeling as though you're chained to a situation, person, place, or thing. It feels as though you've had to defend yourself from this. Looking at the recent past with the Five of Swords here, now this is a double-edged sword as well. It can indicate victory and it can indicate defeat. 5 is like the number of challenge, This particular sword is, it shows how we deal with our challenges in life. It's also the mental suit, how we think, how we feel. So, well, not so much how we feel because that's more the cups, but how we think, definitely on a mental level. So it feels like some of you could have had some mental struggle with this devil card, whatever this represents for you, the situation, person, place or thing that you've had to defend yourself from. And it looks as though there could have been push and pull with it. It feels almost like you're trying to be victorious to get over whatever this is in the recent past here. This is air sign energy again here. So if it's not with a Capricorn, it could be with a Gemini, Aquarius or a Libra or anybody. You take it how it resonates for you, Pisces, but there's definitely been some kind of repression and defense, and I'm feeling as though it's on your part that you've been in this position. Now in the present, looking forward and what's going on here, the Justice card is, when she's the right way up, first of all, it's about justice, things going your way, fair outcomes, legal matters, that kind of thing, court cases, all that kind of stuff. But for me, when she's in reverse, it can sometimes indicate a miscarriage of justice on things not going as you expected them to, because she's obviously in reverse. So I feel like with this situation, person, place or thing, because it's directly underneath the Devil card, maybe whatever this represents for you, Pisces, it wasn't what you expected, and maybe it didn't go your way. The situation, person, place or thing that you've had to defend yourself from. I feel like that strongly with the Three of Wands, the card of expectation as your underlying energy. I feel as though for some of you, there's been something in the recent past, situation, person, place or thing that just hasn't rocked your world. It just hasn't floated your boat. It just hasn't turned out the way that you expected it to turn out, which sometimes that does happen in life. But looking forward from this, even though in the present you might still be going through that, not getting what you expected with this situation, person, place or thing here, and having to be in a position of defense, the World card does indicate, closing out a chapter and starting something new, but it's in reverse. And for me, the World card, it's such a positive card, it's one of those cards, one of those energies where whether it's in reverse or whether it's in the upright position, the meaning is still pretty much the same. It's card 22 of the Major Arcana. So this is like the last lesson that we learn in life before we go back to card 0 in the Major Arcana, which is what do you call him? How do I put it to you? He's not like a joker, but it's more like the Fool card. You could say it's a Fool. I try not to call it the Fool card too much because people get offended by that. But it's not to say that you're being a fool, but the fool in a sense of being innocent, and starting out on a new journey. So this is the card directly before that. So you get to a point where you're going through your final lessons and you're ready to close out one chapter and start a new one. But in reverse, this would indicate to me that this chapter that you're trying to close out, it will happen, but there may be a little bit of a delay on it. And it could be down to this expectation. And it could be down to things maybe not going as you wanted it to go, why your new chapter has turned out in reverse. But it doesn't mean that it won't happen, and I feel that way strongly because here you are, your energy here, and it's the wonderful Page of Cups, and the pages are like the offerings that we have in life. They're the things that are offered to us. They're not like the divine intervention of like the aces where they're like brand new opportunities, but the pages are innocent little nuggets of gifts that are sometimes overlooked because they're not quite mature enough, or they haven't happened for long enough, or we haven't looked at them in detail. They're like tiny little nuggets of opportunity, and that's your energy with the Page of Cups. So it feels like for you there will be a new opportunity surrounding this chapter to open up a new one, which may, there may be a little bit of a delay on it because it's in reverse, but the opportunity is there for you. Could even be romantically because it's the Page of Cups. And if this doesn't resonate for you as romance, a romantic situation, and it's just work or life in general that's been a bit of a challenge and something hasn't turned out how you expected it to be, then what I will say is this offering that's coming in for you is going to be something that's going to make you emotionally happy. that much I do feel, because it's the cups, it's that suit of emotional happiness, emotional content, and how we feel. Or it could be a new chance with a new relationship, or a new start with an existing relationship that you maybe have had to defend yourself a little bit in, or there's been a little bit of oppression in, or whatever this devil and this seven of wands represents for you, Pisces. It feels as though there'll be an opportunity to turn it around, which is what's been put to me, which is great. I'm going to clarify this a little bit more so we can see what's coming in. So what does Pisces need to know about this opportunity? Oh, there we go. Ah, love it. The Eight of Pentacles. Stay focused. Stay focused. And on that shuffle, the Three of Wands, your original card, is still back on the bottom of the deck. But the Eight of Pentacles, first of all, 8 is the number of action, movement. It's, the never-ending number, okay? When you draw number 8, it doesn't start, it doesn't end, it just keeps going. In this particular suit with Pentacles, it's all about focusing on what it is that you're trying to build, focusing on what it is that you want. And it's also, this card talks a lot about an energy of reaping what you sow, a bit like the Three of Wands, but on a more grander scale if you actually focus. So what is it that you want, Pisces? What is it that you want to go your way with this Justice card in reverse, in the present, and in the recent past with your Five of Swords, indicating the kind of battle or challenge, or maybe a little bit of victory and defeat in the recent past that you've had with this defense, and maybe this situation, person, place, or thing that's kept you down, or has not been for your highest good, or you've had some kind of drama with. What is it that you want? And you're being pushed to focus on that, because when the opportunity rolls around, I feel as though you're going to know what it is. You're going to know what the opportunity is when it's offered to you, and once you get it, focus on it. And that could be the key to turning what's going on in the present, justice, the right way around, so things do go your way, and also speed up the new chapter that's come out in reverse as well. Let's pull your Fortune card. I mean, honestly, looking at this and the feeling that I'm getting, it feels like this is just life challenge, for some of you guys. Looking at this, it feels like it's life challenge. It feels like there's a situation, person, place, or thing with this Devil card that you've had to defend yourself from. Now, the energies can go both ways, and it could be that someone's had to defend themselves from you, but what I'm picking up is more that this is for you, rather than somebody else having to defend themselves from you. It feels like you've had a situation, person, place, or thing that hasn't lived up to your expectations, and it's slowing down a new chapter that you're trying to create for yourself. But you'll get there, Pisces, because it's here. You'll get there. Something's going to be offered to you, and you need to focus. I'm being pushed to say focus on this World card, and focus for this new chapter, and focus on this the things going your way. So whatever happened here that caused this to sort of be in the reverse, as it's come out, focus will turn that around. Okay, what's the message? What's the Fortune message, Spirit, for Pisces? Oh, we've had one flip. What we've got here? Okay, so we've got a card flip, and we've got children. Very, very interesting. Children. So, this could be a message for some of you Pisces who need to hear this. This could be linked to your children, or this could be that some of you are trying for children. It's an interesting card to come out, but what I'm drawn to with this card is this page, because the pages are very, very young energy as well. The pages are often people with, when they represent people, keeping this as broad as I can for as many of you, because this is a general reading. People who are young, or appear to be young, or people who have younger mentalities, but it's a younger energy, it's younger energy. Hence, when this resonates for an opportunity that's offered to you as well, it will be like a young, newish opportunity, that's not quite fully matured yet. It'll be something quite small, like a small nugget. So children has come out for you. So this, I'm going to see what this is about. This could be a message for a separate group of people. Let's see what else Pisces needs to know with the fortune cards. Okay, can we get another message for Pisces, please, Spirit? What does Pisces need to know? Whoops, my shuffling. What does Pisces need to know? Okay, that's what you need to know. Renewal. And you've got health at the bottom of the deck. So, as I was saying to you, Pisces, there's going to be a new chapter. It's here. But all you need to do is make sure that what comes to you is focus on it. You've just had another message jump out for you of renewal. And renewal just speaks for itself. You know, it's renewing, revamping, and transforming, changing, moving from one direction to another. So I feel very much for you as we move forward in March. This opportunity to renew will come to you. It could be linked to children, or it could be linked to someone who has a younger energy than you, or it could be linked to something that's in the very, very early stages with the page, and also with the children. Or this children could be a separate message for somebody who needs to hear it, who is worried or focused on their children. But for the rest of you, for others of you, I feel like this main message here of the challenge and things not being as expected and the need to start a new chapter, that the renewal, what Spirit's put forward, is that you will get it. It's there. It is definitely there for you. So have a wonderful month, Pisces. Thank you for hanging out. Those of you that are still here, thank you for hanging out and waiting for me to come back. Thank you for all your likes, shares and subscribes. Thank you if you've bought something from the Spiritual Parlour shop, if you've had a reading, or your astrology done, or you've left a comment, or you've liked the video. Any interaction that I've had with any of you has been great, because Pisces has been one of the strongest watched videos, and my moon is in Pisces as well, so I do resonate with the Pisces sun sign, or the Pisces sign in general, having a Pisces moon. So thank you so much for all the love. It's great to be back. Have a wonderful March, have a wonderful new moon, and I shall do an additional reading for you guys as well. As usual, I'll do each sign who's lucky enough to have a full or new moon in a particular month, they will get a bonus reading. So I will be doing one for Pisces as well. So I shall see you soon, and good luck with this situation. And remember, focus, Pisces. Okay, focus on what comes in and whatever it is that you want, and create that new chapter for yourself, and turn these two cards the other way round. Okay, I'll speak to you soon, Pisces. Take care.